Well, Mikel Arteta has a plan in place to win the remaining 10 games of the Premier League to really grant Arsenal their first ever Premier League title since 2002-2003. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are talking for Balogun, Mikel Arteta and Arsène Wenger inducted into the Hall of Fame of the Premier League. Now, talking about the last time Arsenal won the Premier League title, that was 2003, 2004. That's when they last won their Premier League title, and they won it unbeaten. The invisible side that went ahead to shock every team into the Premier League. Manchester United had a chance to stop their run at Highbury. Ruud van Nistelrooy in the 90th minute, he found his penalty rattling off the crossbar, and obviously a chaos broke in between the players of United and Arsenal. I still remember that day like yesterday, and those visuals always happen to really quickly come into my face every time I hear about Arsenal and Manchester United. But Arsène Wenger has been inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. They are the first two managers to be inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame alongside Sir Alex Ferguson, and I think they deserve it because they all did a lot for this brand of the Premier League. Remember, Arsène Wenger is the only manager that's gone ahead to coach a team and went unbeaten in the Premier League, and they won the league. Then they had to play 49 games unbeaten, and it's United who stopped Arsenal on the 50th game. They are going to make half a century. Is it a jubilee? I think, yeah, it's a jubilee. So they're going to make a jubilee, and then it was really it was really put to a stop by Manchester United. Remember, it was Wayne Rooney and is it Ruud van Nistelrooy? Yeah, that game was at Old Trafford. It ended 2-0 in favor of Manchester United, but has been inducted alongside Sir Alex Ferguson, a manager who has won a record of 13 Premier League trophies that no one comes close to him. That is Sir Alex Ferguson. So it has been really great today in London when that really took place, and Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to say a lot of things concerning Arsène Wenger, and I think we'll tackle them in the next video. But today we are discussing Arteta's huge demands from his players with 10 games to go. With 10 games to go, he has gone ahead to really set the level so high, and he has a plan in place to win these 10 games. And obviously, while appearing on Sky Sports yesterday night, he was asked about what plan he has for the remaining 10 games of Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal is only left in one tournament, that's the Premier League, and they're left with 10 games to go, and this is what he had to say. That is Mikel Arteta. Sorry about that. He said, I think it's going to be what do we do every single day? That's what's going to decide our outcome. We cannot control the outcome of other clubs. What we can control is what we are going to do every single day. Now, he's hitting about them not being able to control the outcome of other games, and they are right, because on Saturday Liverpool is playing Man City and Arsenal has no control over that. The only games they're having control over are those they're going to play against Leeds, Southampton, City, Liverpool, Newcastle, Brighton. Which other teams are they playing? Chelsea, and so on and so forth. So those 10 games that Arsenal are left with, they are the ones that they only have control over. And if at all they don't find themselves into winning them, then it's really going to be hard for them to really lift the trophy. That will call in for them to go in and really rival teams like Man City, to lose points on other teams like Liverpool, Chelsea, and so on and so forth. Then he said, how we behave, train, communicate the message that we send to our people as well. Now it has to be about enjoying the last part of the season with enthusiasm, energy, with a real hunger to do and continue to do what we have done. So he's calling upon his players to really have more hunger and enjoy the last part of the season. He's talking about enjoyment because if you want to win, you have to enjoy. You get? If you do things enjoying them, then you can easily find yourself into a triumphant position. But if at all you really feel like you are doing them with a lot of force push, then it won't help the team of Arsenal. But Mikel Arteta looks like he's having a plan in place to help Arsenal really win the remaining 10 games of the league to lift the trophy for Arsenal. However much they're 8 points ahead of City, with City 8 points behind Arsenal, they need to really go ahead and win their games, because City has done it before. They won 14 games out of the last 15 for the previous 2 seasons, and they lifted the Premier League. So can Arsenal go ahead and really win its remaining 10 games? Because its last 6 games, they've gone ahead to win them. 6. Yeah, they've gone ahead to win 6 games, because after losing to City, they've beat Aston Villa, they've beat Leicester City, they've beat Everton, they've beat Bournemouth, they've beat Fulham, and they've beat Crystal Palace. So that means they were left with 16 games. And out of the 16 games, they won 6. Can they go ahead and really make that stretch again and make some more 6 wins? Because if Arsenal can make 6 wins out of the next 6 games, the trophy will be done. In their next fixtures, there is Liverpool and Man City. If Arsenal goes at Etihad and gets a win at Etihad, the trophy is done and dusted. So Mikel Arteta has a point in place, and he has gone ahead to put his players onto onto a test to really increase their hunger to win. And then he was asked about his squad, and this is what he had to say: that we have the right level of competition and cooperation because they really want to help each other, but they have to challenge each other as well on to benefit the team and lift the standards that we want. That is Mikel Arteta. Then he said the secret is probably the unit and togetherness that they have between them. They love to spend time with each other. They love to play with each other. They love to play in front of our people, and they're really that sense of belonging, and they really have that sense of belonging to the club. That's very powerful, and he is revealing the secret as to why his squad is really going to win the league according to him. And I like the belief in Mikel Arteta. You know, when you look at what he's achieving right now at Arsenal, few people thought would achieve it in this shortest period of time possible, because Arsenal looked like they were in a rebuild, but this time round they look like they're ahead, even ahead their expectations, because Arsenal have gone ahead to surpass the expectations, and Mikel Arteta is revealing to us the secret behind their squad, that the team is really one of those that always see the players play together, obviously eat together. And to me, I had never known about that until Ten Hag came in at Manchester United, because when Ten Hag came in at Manchester United, he issued 5 rules that everyone should follow. Amongst one of those were, as United or players of United eating together. While they are eating, they shouldn't be on their phones. So that is what we bring. That's what we call bringing togetherness. And I think Mikel Arteta got that technique from Pep Guardiola, and he applied it at Arsenal. Now the team looks like they are one, and they fight for each other. They are always in to the better days at Arsenal. So I think that squad of Arsenal really has the edge to win the league. They have the edge to win the league, though there is a minority of pundits who believe that maybe Arsenal will bottle it. I don't see Arsenal crumbling, guys. I don't see them crumbling, because they're going to be playing 1 game per week. They're going to be resting for 7 days. So last season they had the chance to go into the Champions League, but remember, they never had the squad. But this time round, having brought in Jesus, Zinchenko, Marquinhos, Matt Turner, and Fabio Vieira in the summer, they went ahead and brought in more 3 players in the January transfer. And that is Jakub Kiwior, Leandro Trossard, and Jorginho. And they are really of so much importance, because Thomas Partey is injured, and if at all they never had Jorginho as a January transfer signing, Arsenal would have been sweating plasma to see who is going to come in and really get the job done and dusted. But Jorginho is available, and against Leeds he can really get the job done. Maybe Partey will return to be part of that Arsenal side traveling to Anfield to play against Liverpool in that game of football. So I think Arsenal are really getting everything right. They are ticking all the boxes for a champion team, and they're having 30 points left at their disposal. That's it. They're having 30 points left on their disposal, having collected 69 out of the 28 games played so far. So if at all they win the last 10 games they're having, they might hit 99 points. But I believe they're going to hit like 95, 96, and they're going to lift the trophy. That's it. So as it stands, Arsenal are really one of those sides that are really doing great and obviously going for the trophy. And you've heard it all from the manager Mikel Arteta telling us what has taken him and he's got to that level of really winning in. Now, let's go to Rokani Balogun. The under-21 coach of England has gone ahead and really said the following on him. It would be good to get Florin back. Ultimately, he's going to have to make a decision. All we can do is tell him how much we rate him, how much we want to support him, and the rest is down to him. Then he said, I will just be making the point of how important he is to us. He said, hopefully we can talk a little bit about patience and understanding that he's going to have to keep doing what he's doing to break through to the senior team. So to me, I think Rokani Balogun and his agent got it right. Going to America and the national team coach of America coming out and saying that they are really considering to play him into the senior team of America has really put all the responsible people of the England hierarchy or the England national team hierarchy onto tenterhooks, and they've come out and really spoken in favor of crying for him to come back. Gareth Southgate was the first to come out and really said that. And now the under-21 team coach has also come out and really said lots of things about him. Remember, he pulled out because of injury, but I doubt whether he was injured. He just wanted to put in a moment that is going to really act as a reminder to England that you don't have a striker in my age, 21, 22 years of age, who is really scoring goals like I'm scoring. They're talking about Ivan Toney, but Ivan Toney is 26 years of age, not so? And I think Balogun is a special talent that England doesn't want to lose. And I know they are going to do all what is needed to integrate him to the senior team of England. I know in June, we might see him really being included into the English national team because he has gone ahead to scare all of them, especially Gareth Southgate. And if at all they happen to lose that talent, Gareth Southgate will be the one to blame, because Balogun is really one of those players that's going to tear this footballing world apart. And he has not yet arrived. However much has scored however much has gone ahead to score 17 goals in steady reigns, he has not yet arrived. I think if he can get a Premier League move next season, either on loan or playing at Arsenal, he's really going to be one of those players that's going to tear the Premier League aside. But the decision remains on to you, Rokani Balogun and his agent, on where they want to be playing. Obviously, they want to be playing for England, and will England offer them a chance to play for them? That is so much doubtful, but I think the pressure is really immense. The media is really so much pressurizing Gareth Southgate to go on and really get him on. And I think, to me, it's something simple. If I'm Gareth Southgate, I call him in the next 2 games England is going to play, and I offer him a chance. You get, and whenever he plays for the first team of England, then he will be tied and banned from playing for another national team. So it's very easy for me. If at all I'm Gareth Southgate, I include him into the game, into the team that's going to play in June. That's it. And then I relax. So if he doesn't perform again well, I don't call him again. So to me, it's all up to him. That is Rokani Balogun and how his agent and plan is for his game of football. But they've threatened them and they're speaking out onto the player. But he just has to find himself in the Premier League next season. If at all I'm Rokani Balogun, if Arsenal can't really get me into their starting 11, I find a loan move to a Premier League side and obviously come in and really fire in those balls, because the boy is really good. Rokani Balogun is good, and I really reckon with him to be one of those talents that's going to come in through and really tear apart the league. But when you look at England, you can't bring in Ivan Toney and Callum Wilson to be players that are competing with Harry Kane. Harry Kane deserves to be competing with a player like Rokani Balogun, who's going to come in through with a lot of hunger, bagging those goals at the club level, national team level, and obviously get himself to the levels expected him to be. So guys, your thoughts on Mikel Arteta revealing the secret behind his team to win the trophy, and how the hunger is really high for the players, and his plan he has put in place to stop City from winning the league, and obviously Arsenal becoming triumphant into that mode. What are your thoughts about Rokani Balogun? Do you think he should stay at England or not? And do you think it was the right time for Arsène Wenger to be inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. Rokani David remains my name. Your thoughts are welcome in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm out, guys. Bye bye.